Good day, everyone. We are here today to discuss about the best way to that can help to curb the brain drain issue most effectively in our country. So, brain drain is the process of the immigration of highly trained or qualified people from a particular country to another country. From a particular country to another country. So, in my opinion, I feel that brain drain can be reduced by create if the government create more employment opportunities in our country. This is because I feel that if the professional people have more employment opportunities, they will have source of income, so that they won't uh, they, and they won't go migrants in another country. For example, in our country, professional talents such as doctors, lecturers, and engineers, they all have potential to develop our country in their particular developments. For example, engineers can build the buildings, and then the doctors can create medicines. So I feel that if government create more employment opportunities in our country, these professional workers won't go to another country to work for them, so it will help them to have income, more income, and they will feel comfortable working in our own country. Thus, I think that government should create more employment opportunities in our country. What do you guys think about my opinion?
I agree with you, candidate. Be your opinions. Government should create create more employment opportunities in the country. This is because uh, the professional worker can what I say the professional worker can uh, do their job expertly in this country. I also have my opinion. The government, how the government can stop brain drain from worsening. Um, Government should imposing severe punishment for corruption offences. This is because some rich people they have children, so they do corruption to they do corruption to the for they do corruption for job for their children to find a job, so their children have no certificate for that job, so they do a drain from that. So the professional worker do not have the opportunity to do the job and then go to another country to work there. For example, government can fine people who do corruption like RM 1 million ringgit or prison the people. Thus, the government can stop brain drain from worsening by imposing severe punishment for corruption offences. What do you guys think?
I agree with you, candidate A. However, I have my own point, which is the government should stopping discrimination. For many people, discrimination is an everyday reality. They have to face such unfair treatment uh, based on their characteristics such as gender, race, or age. For example, we can see nowadays that in our country there's racism happening, like apa, people are being racist to someone that have dark skin. They have to face different treatment just because of their skin color. So it will be such a loss to our country to lose this amazing talented people. Next, uh, the sexism that women has to go through in daily life just to get a job. This happening because some people think that women cannot do a certain job, that they only think that men men can do that job. In reality, women can do just the same as men or even better than them. For example, like women cannot women apa women cannot get a job just because they are married, as we see. So in conclusion, I think that the government should stop discrimination such as racism and sexism that happening in our country, so that the brain drain can stop from worsening. What do you guys think?
I agree with your point, candidacy, that you saying that discrimination happening in our country between women and men. So, which means, in a for example, we can see that they they will tell that women can work in the in the in the works such as pilots, engineering, but men can do. But actually, if the woman is talented, the woman can work in any form of work. So I think that discrimination, government should avoid this discrimination so that we can reduce the brain drain issue in our country. So candidate D, what is your point?
I agree with candidate C, that discrimination and sexism uh, are are one of the reason that uh, one of the reason of the brain drain. Oh. Uh, but in my opinion, uh, I think that unfair policies is something that develop brain drain. Uh, unf- Unfair some company, they uh, they they have their own rules that might had logical beginning but end up being completely ridiculous for some employee. um com- my example is unfair. Some company, they 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 don't think about their employee feelings, and just uh, they want their rules uh, they want their rules Hazim. I'm sorry. Okay. uh, I have my example that I have my own example for unfair policies. My example is some company, they're stealing employees' time. Time normally refer to uh, when employee use company time for personal thing, or this is time theft. Uh, they use comp- they use company time for personal things, such as phone calls, surfing the internet, or taking longer lunch break than is permitted. But in some cases, company policies work the other way, using non-paid time for work-related activities. One of the most prominent cases of this is for a contractor called Integrity Staffing Solutions, which employed workers at a mess.
Sorry to interrupt. I think that is our time to for us to do the conclusion regarding our discussion. So, I think that creating more employment opportunities in the country will be the best measure if government takes to reduce the brain drain issue in our country. So, what do you guys think?
I also agree with you, candidate B. Creating more opportunities is the best way a government can do to curb brain drain from worsening. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with your
Yeah.
point, candidate B,
Me
that creating
also.
more employment opportunities in the country can help to curb the brain drain from Muslim. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I also agree.
To conclude, we all agree that government should creating more opportunities in job to curb brain drain from worsening. Thank you all.